Hello, everyone. Welcome to another segment of Tina Talk. And today I want to introduce you guys to these two wonderful human, Christina and Eric. And they are from Loving Our Children 365. Hi, Eric. Hi, Christina. How are you guys doing
Hi,
today?
good. Thank you for inviting us. We're very excited.
Yes, thank you for being part of Tina Talk. Now, I want you guys to introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about Loving Our Kid 365.
Okay, well, I'm Eric Alexander, and I'm married to Christina Alexander here. Christina is a former foster child and an ex-youth rancher from the Florida Sheriff's Youth Ranch. We started Loving Our Kids 365 because Chris experienced some of the psychological and emotional trauma that happens when children are removed from their families, and we decided there was something we could do to help them lessen the blow that these children are feeling when they're removed. And I'll let Chris tell you more. She is our spokesman, and she's going to go ahead and take it from here.
Hi, everybody. I'm Christina Alexander, and I'm really excited to be here today. We founded Loving Our Kids 365 in February 2020, this year, right before COVID. We're very excited about our organization. It's to help foster children in a foster outreach program.
Well, we noticed through Facebook post about giving luggage to foster children to replace the trash bags. Then COVID happened, of course, so we had to change our model. Instead of accepting used luggage, we started buying collapsible luggage and putting a small gift inside for the child, which consists of a teddy bear, a pen, a journal, and a notepad, and a activity book. So they've got something to do while they're sitting at the placement hub waiting to be placed.
Because it's really important that they have something when they're at some of these times, because it really helps their emotional standing. I know when I was a child and I was stuck in one of these so-called waiting areas, I didn't have anything to do for 8 hours, and it just made it even that much worse. So if we can bring just a little bit of comfort to the children, that's our goal.
And then we also, Christina wanted to show local foster parents that are entering the system that the community supports them. So she started asking local business owners to contribute gift certificates or whatever they could. And we assemble it in a welcome basket, and Eckerd Connects Raising Hope distributes them to the new foster parents when they leave their registration classes. So it's a little thank you from the community for opening your hearts and your homes to these vulnerable children.
It was really wonderful when we dropped them off at Eckerd Connects yesterday, and one of the social workers told us that the new foster parents really appreciate the baskets with the soaps in them and everything, so it really made us feel special.
Oh, that is so great. And I know a few people who are foster parent, and I have to say, they do have the heart of gold. It's very hard to sometimes accept the children into the home, loving them, and knowing that one day they may leave you. But they are willingly to do it, and they open their hearts and their home to them. And it is truly great because these parents often do needs a lot of help from the community. So what have so since February and with the pandemic going on, have you find a lot of help and have a lot of people been reaching out to you?
Well, the outreach from many people is surprising. COVID has put a real damper on people's ability to do normal business, and we tell everybody if you can't do it, that's fine. Just asking us what you can do is awesome. That just shows us the community supporting us. Because during these times, there are restaurants that do give out the gift certificates, and there are restaurants and businesses that really can't, but they want to know about it so that when business does pick up, they can go ahead and be a part of this and show their support to these foster parents. Because, like you said, at a moment's notice, the CPI can call and say, "Well, the court is giving the child back to the mother. We're going to come and get them," and that's it.
They truly are unsung heroes.
I
I
mean,
truly feel that way. That's why I started the welcome baskets, because I was sitting here and I'm thinking, well, I was writing my blog and it was on unsung heroes. Was the theme was social workers, and I'm thinking about foster parents, and I said, Eric, why don't we do something for these wonderful foster parents? Maybe businesses will help. And I was on Facebook and I just started messaging people and asking businesses, and Johnny Grits said of Tarpon Springs said yes right away, met with us, and it's just exploded from there. And it really warms my heart that the foster parents, are loving the baskets, and it's a good way to show community support for these wonderful, wonderful people.
Yeah, and show them that we do appreciate them, and for them to open their home and their hearts. It's so important. Sometimes it's these little things that we can do that means so much to other people. So let me ask you something. You had mentioned that, you're reaching out to local businesses, but what about individual who um, who are just wanting to help? What can they do? How can they support you guys so that you can better the kids life and help foster family?
well, on our website, www.lovingourkids365.org, we have volunteer sheets that people can fill out, and we can direct their knowledge or abilities towards some area where a foster parent or maybe Eckerd Connects Raising Hope might know somebody that could use their talents, and we can direct them to it. We want to be facilitators of hope and help for these children. So if somebody has a talent or a skill that we can apply and help somebody out, we'll direct those people right where they're needed to go so that they can do what they need to feel good inside themselves for volunteering and being a part of this, and so that we can continue providing the hope and the help that we want to give to these children and parents.
That's awesome. So, people, if you can't support financially and you have the time, definitely, reach out to Christina and Eric. Also, another question I have is during this whole pandemic, have the foster system, has it changed much, or do you know, is it more difficult now? What happened to the children who need to be placed in a home during a time like this?
Well, we don't, due to regulations, we try not to ask too many questions of the agencies we deal with. But in conversations, we've heard that it's made the system really difficult to work because it is a person to person, in person system. And with social distancing and children not being in school, and all these how can we say, multiplying effects that are going on because of the pandemic, the job of these people is much more difficult. They won't get into details because, of course, they've got rules and regulations, and we want to respect them. But you can only imagine that with something that is so personal, and there's I don't think there's any way to do their job socially distanced because of all the interviewing is going on, and the background checking and all that stuff. It's very difficult now. It really has put a lot of strain on the system, and the remote offices also puts a strain on the data transfer that usually is like lickety split because it's all on the same server inside the business. or the organization, I should say, not business. Now it's spread out over thousands of servers because half of the workforce is working remotely. So there's a lot of logistical, uh, a lot of physical, and a lot of emotional hampering that's been going on due to the pandemic.
But due to the pandemic, also they've had more, domestic violence and in-home violence because you have more people at home. So I'm sure that, there is going the
There's a lot
pandemic
of
did affect,
underreporting.
yeah, the pandemic did affect it. And as far as like volunteering and advocacy and stuff like that, anyone that wants to support the foster care system can do it in even the smallest of ways by just, if you know someone that's a foster parent, you could do something nice to help alleviate their load because they're giving of their hearts and their homes to these wonderful children. And I think that even the smallest thing, like making them a dinner or baking some kind of cake for them or doing something sweet, like doing an errand or something,
Yeah.
is something you can do for a foster parent to show support. It doesn't have to always be volunteering or something so wide as the welcome basket. Not everybody can do this, but if you can do something small, it'll really help them out.
Small gestures mean the biggest to some people, biggest things in the world to some people. I'm a firm believer in that. Kindness,
Definitely.
kindness and small gestures.
Yep.
Yes. Well, let me ask you something then. Do you, on your website, will you have a list of foster parent, family, or home that people can go on there and reach out, maybe said, hey, I want to make dinner for you or anything like that right now that we can do something for them?
We're not allowed to have that
No,
legally, but we can direct people to.
Feeding the Fosters does that for Pinellas County. Right now, there's nothing in Pasco, but anyone that wants to volunteer for making foster parents meals or something like that in Pinellas County, it's Feeding the Fosters, and it's an amazing program. It would be
Okay.
wonderful to have one of those in Pasco County, but right now we don't.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. What about Hillsborough County? Do they have one?
I'm not sure. I haven't looked. It's something I'll look into, though. It's something
Okay.
we can
We were
definitely work
just
on.
introduced to this organization recently, and they're wonderful. They're a group of chefs,
No, it's a group of volunteer.
volunteer chefs.
No,
Oh, I'm sorry.
volunteer. Sorry about that, folks. Volunteers make food for the foster families. So there's all volunteers making food for the foster families, taking care of the people who are taking care of our children. It's
That's
wonderful.
That's wonderful. Well, maybe all of them, maybe they've been cooking so long, they should call themselves chef, right?
Right, right. I'm not though. He is not me.
Well, thank you, you guys, for being part of Tina Talk and share your story with all the viewers. I know that once this video go live, I'm sure you're gonna get a lot of wonderful people gonna reach out and want to help. I definitely will reach out to you guys after this and see what I can do to be part of this wonderful group. And once again, thank you so much. I would definitely put all of your information at the end of the video so that people can reach out to you. But thank you, you guys, for doing what you do. It's very nice, and as a community, we definitely need to show our love and our care to other people. And just like you said, right, little gesture make the biggest difference in the world.
They do. Little gestures show people the biggest kindness.
And remember, the children are our future, so they
Yeah.
all deserve a bright future.
Yes, definitely. Well, thank you once again, guys, for watching Tina Talk, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye.